Yeah, sir, according to mine, conscious mind is generally what we are aware of our feelings and emotions, which we can keep our mind present and active.
Okay.
Subconscious mind is not completely aware of that mind. Maybe partially it is affected by our feelings and emotions.
Uh,
Unconscious mind is something like which we can't aware of our feelings and emotions. It's like an empty what I mean. It's not a passive way of thinking. I think so, sir.
Others, please mute your calls. Except Pawan, everyone, please mute your calls. Yeah, Pawan, very nice, Pawan. Very nice. And Anju Sharma says, subconscious mind is a storehouse of our memories, generally all negative. Okay. And Miraj, conscious mind means our. Okay. Somebody is talking. May I know who's on the line? Yeah, anyone else?
Sir, this is Akhi.
Yeah, Aarti.
Akhi, sir. So as I read somewhere, it was written very nicely that brain is the hardware which works with the help of a software called mind. And as we grow older, there is a critical filter which divides the conscious and the other part of the conscious mind.
Okay,
So
very
whatever
nice.
is unpleasant or whatever is whatever the conscious mind cannot handle or tries to repress, it goes in the unconscious mind because
Very
it is
nice.
sometimes unpleasant or sometimes unknown or
Okay.
unaware, like the deepest part of the iceberg.
Okay. Very nice. Any other person? Because still people are joining. Okay.
Hi
Yeah.
Shiva, this is Subhanya here.
Yeah. Please go ahead.
I think than going to the technical sentences or to the complications of it, on a layman's sake, I would say consciousness is associated with the awareness.
Very
If you
nice.
are physically aware of whatever is happening in and you and around you, you are conscious.
Very nice.
And not aware, or you are sensing it, but not it's like something happening in dream. It gives you that kind of a feel. So it is that you are aware of your subconscious, it is there in your subconscious and you are aware of that level, but it is there in subconscious.
Super. Actually, one word which she used that is actually a very nice word, a very apt word, I feel, sensing. Sensing. This is the word she used. Okay. So what we will do today, we are going to do many activities. Okay. So what I will do is I will quickly go through the PPT. Okay. Quickly, just a 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we will be returning to the WhatsApp group. Okay. In WhatsApp group, we are going to do several activities. Okay. It may go 10 or 15 minutes. Today it will go extra. Okay. 7:15 now. By 7:30, I will try to finish this. Then 45 minutes. Okay. 7:30 to 8:15. We will do exercise, but which you will really like it. Okay. Uh, 1 minute. Even still more people are joining. Okay. So whatever you people have, whatever the group has shared about conscious or unconscious, everything is correct. Everything is correct because no one knows about unconscious and no one knows about subconscious. You cannot refute something about unconscious or subconscious. You cannot accept 100% about conscious or subconscious because these all are the realms which is beyond the capacity of the human being to perceive quantitatively. We will not be able to perceive it quantitatively. But there are many scientists who have worked in this regard, okay, which just we will see in the PPT. Then we will go and do the work. So, whatever learning we had and behavior or any kind of change, it's all unconscious. Learning means, for example, we have learned so many things. See, sometimes it so happens, somebody will ask you something, but you will know that you know the answer, but immediately it will not come. Immediately it will not come, and you will be trying to recollect it, okay, but it will not come. Then you will completely forget about it. You will completely forget about it. After some time, literally you would have forgotten it, but suddenly it will come to your mind. Okay, this is it. Okay, so all learning, it is available somewhere, but the thing is, everything will not be in the conscious level. Maybe some of the things maybe in the hidden level, whatever name we call it. Just like that, even behavior. So actually, Freud is one of the person who spoke more about this subconscious and unconscious. And this is what he described about those aspects. The psychology students, they might have gone in depth into all these things. Okay. So Freud told we are having three aspects. Okay. Our personality, that is ego, superego, and it. We have three aspects. Now, ego, it is a reality principle. It works on the reality principle, which Freud calls it. It is conscious and it is contact with the outside world. The next one is a superego. It is a moral aspect, okay, and this is somewhat, he says, it is preconscious. And the another one is pleasure principle. It that he calls it unconscious. That is difficult to retrieve material, well below the surface of awareness. All psychic energy origin from it is from the unconscious. But most of the people who came after Freud, they didn't agree with the idea of Freud. But one thing everyone agreed, that there is something called unconscious. There is something called unconscious, but only the biological component, that is the pleasure principle, which he attached the one minute, yeah, the principle which he applied, pleasure principle. Only those things several people were not able to accept. So Sana says, whenever we are dreaming or you are asleep, subconscious take hold of you. Okay, very nice. So ego, that is, it is a conscious contact with the outside world. Superego, preconscious or subconscious, and pleasure principle, that is it, completely unconscious. And part of the ego also unconscious. This is what Freud told. So, what are the prime directives of unconscious? As far as all the great scholars, okay, the great scholars, whoever spoke about this topic, okay. Is it audible now, Pavan? Is it audible?
Sir, I'm not able to
It's
hear.
audible, Shiva.
Yes, sir. Now it's
Sir,
audible.
now okay,
Yes.
sir. Now okay. Previously there is some disturbance.
Acha, okay. It's okay now, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
acha,
sir.
okay. Acha. So, Poonam ma'am has joined. Poonam, can you come on the video? 1 minute. Poonam?
Sure.
Yeah, Poonam, today we are, Poonam, we are discussing about unconscious and subconscious. Okay. Can you share your thoughts on unconscious and subconscious?
Unconscious and subconscious are almost synonymous to each other. There is no difference according to me. It's like the two sides, which is the unconscious, which is hidden, which is not known, which is there,
Okay.
but we are not much aware of that.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Acha, okay.
yeah, there's lot more than I don't know the context because my connection was not working. So I don't know how much to say, but yeah, the hidden aspects, the unknown aspects, the underlying aspects, the blueprint, the hidden files, that is unconscious or subconscious.
Very nice. Very nice. So these all are the various aspects which people, various scholars, okay, they, if my voice is not audible, please someone come on the mic and tell me, because I have minimized the chat window. I have minimized the chat window. Please come on the mic and tell your voice is not audible, okay? Just 10 minutes, I will finish it. So these all are the various aspects the people, the great scholars have spoke about unconscious and subconscious. The one thing is it stores memories, temporal as well as atemporal, makes associations and learns quickly. So whatever we learn, whatever we do, whenever we do, the unconscious supplies the required aspects immediately. For example, let us do it to association, okay? Every one of you, okay, just think that I want every one of you to close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Please close your eyes. One of your friend, he brings alcohol. And he tries to give that alcohol to your friend, good friend. He is bringing the alcohol nearby you. Now just see inside what happens. Think of any one friend. He is bringing the alcohol nearby you. Okay, the bottle he is bringing nearby you. He is just standing in your intimate zone along with alcohol, and he is telling, drink, nothing happens, drink. See what happens inside. Immediately, if you're okay, open your eyes. So immediately suppose if it really happens, okay, Pavan is smiling, I will take it and drink, okay. Just joking, Pavan, okay. What are the different reaction it gave? I would have drank, okay, yeah. What are the different aspects which came to your mind? You can put it in the chat box, or anyone can just share through. Open your mic and tell.
It will depend on the association that we had from the past with alcohol.
Yeah.
Somebody who's had the experience of pleasure and they have used it and they feel very happy. They have used it with their friends and all. They would like to immediately drink and would love the smell of the alcohol. And some other would say who's very has this like negative association. They will say immediately go away, and I feel like puking.
Yeah. So all those things, it comes from the unconscious, isn't it? Now I told the moment when you're telling, look at inside, where from it comes, and these all are the aspect. It is in our unconscious, isn't it? Because these are the things we are not having on a day-to-day basis. On day-to-day basis, someone is not pushing us to do something. When someone pushes us to do something which we don't agree, okay, what happens? That is where it immediately the unconscious supplies the information. Okay, no, this I don't want. So some of the time in that rage only people go on killing people. Okay, people certain times you will not be able to control people. Because when the unconscious comes out, okay, I will tell you one small example. I was in a school. The school management asked me to come because a girl, she was studying in 11th standard. She tried to commit suicide. She tried to jump from third floor. Luckily, the grandmother saw it and she escaped. Mother was not there and father was also not there. Only grandmother was there. So immediately the next day, school called me for a counselor. So I was sitting with that girl. Okay. Whenever I do counseling with Anki Mishra is raising hand, I will finish this and I will tell you, Anki. Okay. You can share. So whenever I do counseling along with female children, I used to have a lady teacher also. I don't used to sit alone with the kids. Okay. So I called one teacher. The teacher and the student. Okay. Myself. We were sitting there, and I tried to probe why she committed those things. Okay. So she didn't tell in the beginning. Then we are all psychologists. Okay, okay, we know our own. We have our own ways of digging out the truth. Okay, so slowly she has told. The problem was I'm not mentioning the name. You people can think why the counseling things should not be discussed outside. Okay, but I'm not telling the name, and I'm not telling the school name, and I'm telling only the incident. Okay. And she told she tried to commit suicide because her own father tried to sexually assault. It happened 2 or 3 years before. And after that, she stopped talking with the father. But she didn't tell this to mother because if she tells, there will be problem in the home. Okay. What happened from that time onwards, she started disliking gyms. Okay. And she was not able to come out of the trauma because she is not able to talk with anyone. And when I inquired about her academic score and all, it started reducing dramatically. She was having problems and her family background was also not that much conducive for the betterment of the child. Then I told, okay, first let us, how is your father now? How your father behaves with you now? She told normal. Nowadays nothing. Then I asked her as a friend, you tell me. She told yes. Nowadays there is nothing. Okay, no problem. Now I told, okay, why can't you forgive your father? She said okay. Now I told, okay, today I'm not going to give you any kind of counseling and therapy and all because it's a very deep aspect. We will have 5 or 6 sessions. We will have today. Let us simply. I will do a small aspect to forgive your father. Okay. I asked her to close her eyes. Okay. I asked her to close her eyes, and I started her to take 5 deep breaths. Okay. After taking breath, I made her to relax the body. After relaxing, just I told now you try to recollect your mother because slowly we have to induce, isn't it? Try to recollect your mother. The moment I told, she started crying. Actually, there is no emotion in the face. There is no emotion in the face. Okay. The face is just like a rock. The face was just like a rock, and she started crying. Crying, but no emotion in the face. If you see that now, anyone, I think many people would have seen it here. Many psychologists would have definitely seen this kind of aspects. And really, it is. I feel a little uncomfortable to see it because it is a stone crying. She started crying. So I told, okay, no problem. Come out. Think of this room. Think of this room. Think of ma'am. Think of me. Slowly come out. Slowly come out. I asked her to come out. And when she was coming, okay, I wanted to tell her that everything is normal. Okay. I just took my hand. Okay. I just moved to this area of the girl. Okay. To just to pat her. Okay. Everything, nothing, child. Everything is okay. Like that, I went. My hand went up to this one. Okay. Before touching, she stood. Okay. She stood like anything with ferocious eyes. And she used a very unparliamentary language. And she immediately she shouted and took a monitor which was available nearby me. Nearby us, it was a computer room. Okay. There was a monitor. she took the monitor and she started throwing it. Okay. The moment she started yelling, now the teacher got fear. Okay, the teacher got fear. The teacher fell down. Then I told, okay. So in these times, usually what we used to do is we used to shout. We used to shout so that it comes down. Shut up, throw. So suddenly some jerk. Okay. Now the jerk is just unconscious. The cry, it is unconscious. And the moment she took the monitor to hit me, that is unconscious. And the power you cannot imagine. The teacher fell down and she told, sir, why you have called me, sir? You should have called someone else. And the teacher was started crying in front of the principal. She told, sir, hereafter please don't call. I'm not able to see all these things. She was frightened literally. It is very, very, what do you call, very, the unconscious is so powerful. We tell now subconscious is so powerful, unconscious is so powerful. So it comes out, okay? So like that when, okay. So it makes associations and learns quickly, organizes all your memories, represses memories and unresolved negative emotions. It represses, presents repressed memories for resolution. May keep the repressed emotions repressed for protection. This we call it as a defense mechanism in psychoanalysis. Some of the repressed memories, it goes inside. The moment the husband dies, the wife cries, and the wife tells that I will also die along with you. Why you have left me? Okay. Some 8 or 9 years before, we saw a person who was crying like that. When her wife died, she was crying. He was shouting and he was crying that why you left me? You should have taken me. And people who were seeing him now, they told that husband means he is the husband. Such a nice husband. See how he cries. What is the how a great love he is having. So we were all really shaken by seeing all those things. Okay. After 3 months, we received a invitation, second marriage invitation. Okay. So what unconscious does is it keeps all the repressed emotions repressed for protection. It keeps for protection. Runs the body. It is a blueprint. Preserves the body. Domain of emotions, all emotions. It is the domain of all emotions. Is a highly moral being. It is highly moral. Do this, don't do this. Enjoys serving and needs clear orders to follow. It needs clear orders to follow. So that values we took more time. Values, it has to be imbibed in the unconscious level. So that we took more time on values to discuss values. Okay, there are more aspects. Okay. And it controls and maintains all perceptions, receives and transmits to conscious. We have all perceptions, all perceptions, it is in the unconscious. Generates stories, distributes and transmits energy. Energy, as I told, the example two examples which I gave, just correlate with this, whatever I'm telling. Maintains instincts and generates habits. It's programmed to continually seek more and more. See, maintain instincts and generate habits. When we put button, okay, we never have the conscious awareness that we are putting button. Okay, so we just like that we put it. Functions best as a whole integrated unit. It is an integrated unit. Takes everything personally. If someone shouts at you, okay, everyone, please close your eyes. 2 seconds. Please close your eyes. Recollect a moment someone used any word, unparliamentary word. Okay, just try to recollect. Or anyone shouted at you. Recollect the VAK, visual, who said it, auditory, what you said, kinesthetic, what you felt. The moment they told that word, what came out of you, The reaction, okay, is from unconscious. Open your eyes. So open your eyes. Works on the principle of least effort. There is no effort from the unconscious. The girl, it is the least effort. It comes out. This is a very, very important aspect. Doesn't process negatives. It doesn't process negative aspects. Team, there are more slides which I will share it with you, and I will put a audio. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to do some exercise to feel the subconscious and unconscious. Because as I told you, when we do the exercises hereafter, we will be talking about the other part. Because all your limited belief, it is in the subconscious or unconscious part. Whatever you feel, you cannot do. Congruence or incongruence, okay? Congruence may be in the, incongruence may be in the conscious mind or unconscious mind or subconscious mind, the other part. But we have to feel it. So just like that, I don't want to start. At least let us try. We are able to feel or not. In the last 3 programs, people told that, sir, we are really able to clearly feel. Okay, we are able to feel it really. Okay, so let us try to do it this time also. What we are going to do is, we will assemble in the WhatsApp room after the meeting. I will be sharing with you certain questionnaires. Okay, first I will share with you questionnaires. When team, please note this point very clearly. I don't want you to answer the questionnaires. Please remember, I don't want you to answer the questionnaire. I want you to see your own mind when you are reading the questionnaire. Read the questionnaire. When you read the questionnaire, what happens inside? That is what very, very important. We are not bothered about the question. We are not bothered about the question. We are not bothered about the result. What is the result it gives? No, we are not bothered. We are bothered about when you read the question, what happens? What happens within yourself? So when you read the questions, each and every question, understand the question and just look within inside. Just look within inside and try to understand where from the voice comes. Your voice comes from within. Na? That voice, from where it comes. Try to identify. So we will be doing 3 or 4 exercises, then the grand exercise. Okay. So that is how it will proceed. Now we have 6 minutes time. Okay. In the 6 minutes, I want someone to come to the mic and tell. Yeah, if you have any doubts, you can ask. Someone has asked some doubt. Sir, please give one example. Yeah, that's great. Suppose, for example, there will be a picture. There will be a picture of a ferocious dog, very ferocious dog. Okay, the moment you see it, something will happen to you. Now, when you look at the picture I want you to just go inside and see what happens inside, and what language it comes outside, and where from it rises. The voice, from where it rises. I will tell you one small example. Okay, one small example. Okay, where from the voice comes. Okay, I will just maximize it. Where from the voice comes. Please close your eyes. I want every one of you to come on the video if possible. 2 minutes. Please close your eyes. And these all are just imaginary aspect. Okay, don't take it personally. Okay, don't take it personally. Please come. Please close your eyes. Okay. Now I am going to tell something. The moment I tell, okay, just see what happens inside and what is the message comes from outside. What is the message comes from inside and where from it comes. And what is the exact words it comes. Okay. Someone, you're standing in your home. Okay. Your mother is there. Someone, okay, they ill-treat your mother and you are watching it. They are ill-treating your mother. Look inside. Someone just uses unparliamentary language against the mother. Look within inside you. You are getting some reaction inside body. Oh, please open your eyes. Because these all are very deep emotions. Mother is very deep emotion. If we are in the real situation,
Sir.
we will hit the people. Whether
Sir,
is it
your voice
NLP or
is not
CBT or
getting.
whatever may be, if someone is there and if they are insulting, okay, we will not respond. Most of
Sir,
the time, we
noise.
may react.
Voice out. Sir,
Yeah.
sir, voice is not getting.
Hello. The voice is not audible.
Sir,
Please put in the
voice is breaking.
voice is breaking. Acha, okay. Now
No,
we are
sir,
going to
no.
finish it. Okay. So what we will do is we will go to the WhatsApp group and answer the questions. I will give you one example. As I told you, ferocious dog. When you see the ferocious dog, see what happens inside you. See what happens inside you. One thing, and the second thing, the voice which comes, where from it comes. Pay attention. Now that is very, very minute. I am telling you, that is very, very minute. One thing in the slide you would have seen, unconscious is always positive. It is always positive. So one is positive. That also keep it in mind. Okay. Now when I show the pictures and all, what goes inside your mind and what is the reaction from where it comes, the voice where from it comes, that you pay attention. Now, how many of you have got this aha experience? And I want you to share one experience, aha experience which you had, and where from that aha experience comes. The moment you feel aha, that where from it comes. Can anyone share any one aha experience which they got, and now try to go to that incident and try to recollect where from that aha experience comes.
Sir,
Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead.
as you said, yeah. So
Yeah.
when you said to close my eyes now, that time I have experienced one thing in my life. I have heard lots of story about this. Like I never experienced in real life. So when my sister husband died, and she got married in few, maybe 8 months have been past. She married 8 months हो गया था married होके, and suddenly her husband met with an accident. And then now I saw how she was reacting at that time, and I was not literally, like I was just looking at her and I was just feeling that, मतलब, what should I tell to her? How should I motivate her again? It's okay. And like literally she was crying, she was screaming, she was saying that I wanted to go with him. And literally she was screaming on to now also she does the same thing. But now like she is little relaxed.
Intensity is reduced.
Yeah, intensity is reduced. But at that time when I saw her, like it was like literally for me, it was like, okay, I never saw this kind of experience. I've just heard about it. कि ऐसा होता है. But looking at her, and I feel, because she was my real sister, and I feel the way she was reacting, and like when
It
she
is
was
really
pulling out
unconscious.
this,
Isn't it?
yeah,
The power of
and
unconscious.
yeah.
Yeah, the time is going to end. Please report back to WhatsApp group. Come on, Dave.